What is going on, everybody? Whew, I got me a new cowboy hat today, and even though you don't see no star on this hat, if you turn to my right, you'll see this cowboy star emblem right fucking there. Now, I shouldn't be talking, shouldn't be cussing, shouldn't be doing any of that stuff since we are a monetized show. Um, Go Texans, go Astros, go Rockets. Well, go Spurs, right? Because that's where I'm from. And go Cowboys. I don't got a football team here, and I was raised on Cowboys. And even though I was rooting for the Astros in the World Series this year because I hate Philly sports that much. Like before, I didn't hate them that bad, but just because the Eagles are the Eagles, I hate them even more. Like I just. And it was such a grace for everyone to be so excited about the Phillies being in the World Series and all this other stuff. And then to see that fall from grace just to be simply amazing. I don't understand how I was raised wrong. Because when I was being raised, like before I got into my adolescence, like my teens and all that, the early to mid 90s when I was being raised, the Cowboys were the team to beat. You know, the Cowboys were the team to beat. So I don't understand how I was raised wrong, but whatever. What the F is an Eagle or Houston? I don't know. I have no idea. What is up, Prime Sports? Appreciate you for stopping by. Oh, is this what is this? I don't know what this is. It's not a super chat. Oh, maybe it is. Super chat, $1. Didn't nothing. You didn't say a word on your super chat there. Appreciate the $1. I do appreciate it. Eastside Herald. Um Let me see here. Prime Sports at Contact Prime Sports. What's up, douchebag? Okay. Anyway, so we got the Houston Texans this weekend. So of course, Eastside Herald and all the Houston Texans fans are coming out today. I mean, this week. I didn't do a hate week. I didn't have time. Dude, with my new position at work, and I've been a foreman now for a little over almost 5 months now. Almost 5 months. I got promoted to foreman middle of July. So just started to. I mean, I'm basically it's been 5 months, but I just don't have time to be doing these hate weeks. What I gotta do is I gotta put out a killer video and think about it the day before, or record it the night before and then put it out the next day. That's what I gotta do. You can't trash talk at all, Harold. That's so old. Am I missing something? Kotex, Prime Sports. Is there something there? I must be missing something. What is up, 301 Cowboy, bro? The video I sent you, dog, of what's his name? Philly. You know what? You know what? Let me see something here. I might be able to send that shit myself, considering how grainy it is for how grainy this thing is. So let me see if I can send it to myself because we're gonna play it here. If it gets sent. If it's not, oh, I think it's sent. I think it's sent. So we're gonna wait a few minutes and we're gonna wait till it gets sent. And then once it does get sent, we will have it on here and I can play it all day, every day, because guess what? It's my stuff. Yes, Prime Sports, I appreciate you for time stamping that. I appreciate it so much. When I saw it, I was like, wait. That has to be what I need. Went back, watched it, went to where you time stamped it, and oh my God. God bless you. God bless you, sir. I am so excited that it is there. Because now I have it, and now I'm just waiting for it to be sent. There it is. Boom. Boom. Oop. That's not what I'm going to do. Save it. So we got it saved, and we're going to play it. We're going to play it. But let me see something. Let me see. Where am I going? Brand. Oh, here we go. Add video clip. Where it is. Where is it? There it is. Guys, we have it. We're going to play it here in a second. Once it loads. I just want to know, how do y'all like the new cowboy hat that I got? I'm probably going to go buy, I think tomorrow I'm going to go buy a t-shirt. I think I'm going to go buy a t-shirt for it. So, or with this, I made Eagle Bitch one timeout. How'd you make him timeout? No problem. All right. So, guys, this is the video I've been looking for. Prime Sports timestamp. I mean, it wasn't I was looking for it. I knew where it was because it's my video. I just didn't know when this shit was said. But it was said 2 hours and some change into it. But here it is.
Cowboys are always relevant in the NFC East. They're not relevant in the whole National Football League, in a sense of, how old are you again? I don't need to know. I see your face, and listen, you got a beautiful face. That's not me being gay. No, I'm trying to tell you that.
Pause.
You gotta say pause after that one.
Oh my God. Can y'all believe that? Oh no is right, Ms. Bergen. Oh no. That night when I was doing that brisket, that night was just simply it was simply amazing. It was timeless. It was epic. That's the word I'm looking for. Epic. It was an epic night. That was an epic night. You took the words right out of my mouth. Man, I need to trim my damn beard because now the hairs are sticking up and it's going into my nose and it's tickling the shit out of my nose. I said EC1 looked like Woody from Toy Story and he turned me out. That's funny. So I did send that video to a few Eagle fans. I did send the video to, of course, Cowboy fans. And yeah, Hate Week is about to go down, people. Less than a month, Hate Week is going down, and I can't wait. Dude, I love this cowboy hat. I love this cowboy hat. Now, granted, it's a rodeo hat. It is. It's a rodeo hat, but I saw the star on it. There's another one that's similar to like this. It's a different color, but I like the brown on it. I like the brown, so I went and scooped this one up. Okay, let's not say that. So thank you for segueing me into the whole Odell stuff. And and guys, this is not going to be a long stream at all. I got 2 beers to drink and then I'm going to bed. But y'all know I normally take a long time to drink my beers. But anyway, so we have an Odell Beckham situation. Right. And there's a lot of things that go down with this type of stuff. Now, look, we got CeeDee Lamb, we got James Washington on the rise up, right? Like he's coming back. He's finally going to be able to play, and he's got a lot to prove. We still, Jalen Tolbert ain't nothing, and this guy needs to live on the football field this upcoming offseason. Or you know what? I'm just going to simply sit here and say it. We need to go out and get another wide receiver in the first round. I mean, that's just me. Or we need to get an offensive lineman. We got to go offensive lineman yet again. because we need to focus on offense. I mean, to be honest with you, people, I know I've been changing my mind, but we need a shutdown corner. We're not a shutdown. We need another good corner, someone that complements Trayvon Diggs. Now that remains to be seen with Deron Bland. I really liked what I saw, but we're gonna get Kelvin Joseph out there at the number 2 spot, and I'm very weary and I'm worried just because he's very inexperienced, and it seems like he gets a lot of pay. It's another Anthony Brown. And I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I do not know. So corner is where I want to go in the first round. Either corner or I want to get another wide. As much as I want another quarterback here, right now, I need a corner. I need a wide receiver. Those are the two things I'm looking at. Eastside Harold not going to be talking all that ish when we drop a half century on them boys. Look, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm saying. I said this last week against the Colts, and up until the end of the third quarter, I was 100% correct. 100% correct. Now, y'all do remember. I mean, most of y'all don't remember because y'all are too young to remember this. But I remember when the Texans were the new expansion team. I remember that. I remember when they came in as a new expansion team and David Carr was the quarterback, and there's no way that this expansion team made up of a bunch of nobodies, right? First game, they were going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. There was no way that was going down. Just no way that was happening. And lo and behold, they kicked our ass. They beat us that game. And it was quite an embarrassment. Like, I was still in high school. I was not even on YouTube, not even close to being on YouTube. But I can only imagine I don't even know if YouTube was around at that point. But if YouTube was, and I was on YouTube, I would have been embarrassed to show my face. That's how bad it is to lose to the Texans. Now, Texans only have one win. They have a tie. They've already taken it to the Eagles, to where the Eagles, they did end up winning, but at the same time, the Eagles got their butts handed to them for a little while. But the Texans is a team that you don't want to tread lightly on. They can sneak up and get you. You know what? They're going to sneak up and get you if you play another game like you did against the Colts the first couple quarters, where you're overlooking it. To be honest with you, I think we're overlooking every team until until December 24th. Till Christmas Eve. I think that's where we're at right now. And we can't be. We can't be overlooking teams at all. Even though we got the Jacksonville Jaguars and then we got the Texans this Sunday. Like, you just can't be looking over NFL teams. And there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. And like I said, the first one that I want to get into, if we lose this Sunday, that will be worse than the expansion. No, it would. It would be worse just because of where we're at right now, even though we weren't expected to be what we were right now. If we do lose, if we do lose, just kiss the division goodbye. You're going to be the 5th seed if you end up losing. And if we win these next 2 games, right, leading up to the Eagles, that'll put us at what? We're what? 9. That'll put us at 11-3. 11-3. These next 2 games. And I told everyone, expect a 12-5 season again. Just because the teams we play the schedule is that much of a cupcake schedule. Expect it. And I am, even if we win these next 2 games, the next 3 games after that, even if you win 1 out of the 3, you're 12-5. And I'm telling you, we're gonna be a 12-5, a 12-5, 13-4 type of team. That's what we're gonna be. If we manage to run the table and have 3 losses and be a 14-3 team, That would be amazing. That would really be something, you know. And look. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because the Eagles like to do this, right? Oh, the last time the Eagles were 11-1, they went to the Super Bowl. The last time the Eagles they won the NFL champion. Look, I'm gonna do what the Eagles do. The last time that the Cowboys had such a record like this, 13-3, there was a team they played in the playoffs that was 14-2. Okay, 14-2. And they had to go into that stadium and they had to win to get to the Super Bowl. And they won. And then they got to the Super Bowl and they played the Buffalo Bills and then they won that game. Now, I'm not saying we're playing the Bills. I'm not saying we're going to get to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm just pulling what the Eagles pull, okay? The last time the Cowboys had such a great record, 13-3, there was a team that was in the conference, not the division, but the conference, that they met in the NFC championship game, that they ended up going into their house and beating them. With that being said, we're going to keep talking, and I want to talk about the Odell situation because I think it's only fair that people understand the Odell situation. Because I know a lot of people are listening to the media and then they only listen to Jerry or they listen to both and they can't come. They still don't understand what's going on. Look, I'm going to tell you this. Odell Beckham, I'm not saying fleeced the teams that he went to go look at or put on a show that he went to go look at. Odell has come out. See, and this is what I like to do. I like to wait till all the facts, even though I've done reports, I've done stuff, I've said things based off of what I know. But the more it comes out, the more I understand. So, and the more I'm just like, I take this with a grain of salt. You know, I take it as a high risk type of move if the Cowboys were to go sign Odell. And the reason being is, so Odell says that he's ready to go now. He can go now if he needs to. If he needs to go put on pads, have a limited snap count in games, and then build up to the end of the season and be good to go, he can do it, right? Do I believe him? No, I don't. Do I take him for what he says? No, I don't. But for the sake being, I'm just going to take it for what it is, right? Take it for what it is. So let's say he does go. He can go, right? He can go and he can play this season, right? He can play in a couple games, get ready. His thinking is, I don't see, there's no point in me playing the regular season. There's no point because I'm that good. Because I already know what it's like to get embarrassed in the playoffs when he was with the Giants. The whole boat not scandal, but the whole boat situation thing, right? He already knows what it's like to be embarrassed. So then when he went to the Rams, he wanted to redeem himself. Redeem himself, and he did. He redeemed himself. So now he's on this track where he's like, okay, I know how to step it up in playoff time. I've come thus far without playing on a team. I'm ready to go. I'm just going to wait till playoffs. I don't even need to play this season. That's his thinking. And, well, how do I put this? Thinking like that is why I don't think he will be on a team. What is up, Preacher? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you for coming in, hanging out. Win, lose, or draw, it's still Houston over everything with me. That's the way it should be. You are a Houston fan. That's the way it should be, and I respect you for it, man. With that being said about Odell, if the Cowboys, and this is strictly what I know about Jerry, if the Cowboys do sign Odell, if he does come to Dallas, and mind you, from what my understanding is, they're still talking, right? Contract talks. They're still talking about bringing him in, right? And let's say they do bring him in. If they do bring him in, it's one of two things. Jerry's going to wait and take Odell at his word to put him in the playoffs, but he's going to see him practice and do what he needs to do, right? Continue rehabbing, get on the field, do some route running. That's what he's expecting Odell to do if they do sign Odell and they get him, and he's only going to play in the playoffs. That's what Jerry's going to do. Now, the other thing that can happen is Jerry does sign him, right? Does bring him, and he's playing the last 3 to 2 games, meaning the Eagles, Washington, and the Titans. And then he's going into the playoffs because he's trying to get himself geared up in shape for the playoffs. Those are the only 2 scenarios that I see happening. And like I said, the first one is he's not playing until playoffs, but he's on the practice field. He's doing his cuts. He's getting his timing down. He's doing all that goodness. Because if you're bringing in Odell and he's only going to play in the playoffs, but he's not going to work out for you, that's when I have some skepticism. That's when I'm scratching my head and thinking, well, maybe he's not going to play this year. And that's just my mindset of the way I'm thinking, because if I'm signing you and you're only going to be playing in the playoffs, well, I need you to at least practice. I need to see that you're good, that you can cut. And I know you can say that, well, why can't he do that for a tryout before we sign him? Hey. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Do you think we can blow? I don't know about blow out the Titans. I'm not really worried about blowing out the Titans. I'm more on the mindset of beating the Titans. But in a second, I'm going to get to that comment again because there's a big old double standard with the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles that I find completely hilarious. But before we do that, I want to watch this again.
Cowboys are always relevant in the NFC East. They're not relevant in the whole National Football League in a sense of, how old are you again? I don't need to know. I see your face, and listen, you got a beautiful face. That's not me being gay. I'm trying to tell you that.
Pause. You gotta say pause after that one.
That is never gonna get old, ever. And I think since that's my stuff, and if YouTube comes for me and saying copyright stuff, excuse me, that is my own material that I used. So we're gonna keep playing it. So yeah, it is. That is. I was thinking about putting it up as a short, or just even putting it out there on YouTube, just kind of throwing it out there and be like, man, you got some sus Eagle fans. But, I mean, it's not like Philly Mike comes on here and hangs out and talks all the time. You know what I mean? So, what I might just do it tomorrow night, or tomorrow during the day when I'm out. I just might throw it out there. But like I was saying with Odell, it's a sticky situation. And yes, with the Eagles, yes. Remember, 301, we are monetized here, and there is only so much that I can say. So certain words I will post your comments, but I will not be saying certain words only because ad friendly and all that other goodness stuff that brings in the minimal revenue that I get on here, because let's face it, I'm not big like a lot of these other guys that get a lot of traction through their stuff. I'm one of these realist Cowboy fans that have loyal fans such as yourself, such as y'all that come in here and hang out, that listen to me ramble. And look, it's nice to be right a lot of the time. It really is. You know, I love it. I love being right. And I love the fact that when I am right, you start to see all the people switching up and coming up on my bandwagon. But since they got the bigger content, they pose it as if they were the ones that put it out there in the ether first, which is funny to me. Cowgirls will be one and done again. It's no need to sign OBJ. I mean, you know what? It's funny to be, Texan fans sit there, oh, Cowboys are going to be one and done. At least we get there, right? At least we get there. That's something you can't say. At least we have a shot, whether we're one and done or not. That's something you cannot say, bro. You haven't been there in, like 9 years? Yeah, you too. Okay, we're going to say that too, but anyway. But I want to go back to this comment right here at 301. He's saying, do you think we're going to blow out the Titans? And I'm not worried about blowing out the Titans as long as our number is greater than their number. 2019 genius. Okay, my bad. 3 years. It seems like 9 because that was 2019. That was eons ago, but whatever. And y'all don't have a ring. Y'all literally won nothing. No, they haven't won anything. But I thought the last time they went to a playoffs, and like I said, I'm way off apparently. But I sincerely thought the last time they went to a playoff was when they had Arian Foster as a running back. That's when I thought that they had last time went to a playoff game. Imagine talking when your team's not making the playoffs. I can't relate. Yeah, a lot of us can't relate to anything that East Herald says. So, I mean, I guess that's why he gave me the $1 super chat with nothing on it. So, but anyway. What I want to talk about here for the next few minutes before it's time to sign off. But the double standard that the media portrays with the Cowboys and with the Eagles. And I posted a picture on Twitter. Made it was a meme that was already there. So what I ended up doing was just overlaying a cowboy like a cowboy emblem on top of this picture, and then an eagle emblem logo on top of the other side of it, because it was a guy and a girl, right? And I put the cowboy emblem over the guy's face, and I put the eagle emblem over the girl's face. And the reason why I did that was both these people had McDonald's uniforms on. And for a guy, it said broke ass guy, right? It said a broke ass dude for the guy. For the girl, it said strong and independent. And this is a girl. This is a good analogy, right? Or however, analogy, because the reason why I say that is because when the Cowboys play a horrible team and blow them out, oh, they're just a bad team. They're horrible. What do you expect? The Cowboys need to be blowing out teams like that. But then when the Eagles come along and they struggle for 3.5 quarters, can't even score a touchdown on this team. Until halfway through the fourth quarter. They come back and win. 17-16. All next day. All you hear is how impressive that win was. All you hear about is how Jalen Hurts found a way to get it done. Jalen Hurts, even though he had a horrible game, found a way to do what he needed to do to get the team to victory. Mind you, they don't want to talk about the kicker missing a field goal that would have put them up 19-3, and the touchdown wouldn't have mattered. Mind you, they don't want to talk about Jonathan Taylor fighting for extra yards after he got the 4 yards that he needed, fighting for more yards to get the first down, and then ultimately fumbling the football. Because even then, even at that point, if they don't get another first down, if they don't even get any more yards from that point when Jonathan Taylor goes down, if he does not fumble, and they kick a field goal at that point and make it, guess what? The Colts win. The Eagles lose. But no, the media doesn't talk about that because there's a narrative that's being driven. Let's dial it back. What are we in? This is December already. Let's dial it back to April, March, April, June, July. Let's dial it back all the way back like that. You trade Amari Cooper for a 5th rounder and 6, right? Or 6 and 5th. Randy Gregory basically gives you the double middle finger and goes and signs with the Denver Broncos, who are having a horrible, horrible, horrible season. And I was one of them that said, hey, Randy Gregory, it had nothing to do with the contract, had nothing to do with verbiage. Randy Gregory is a traitor, and Jerry Jones should have cut that dude's losses a long time ago, but didn't. And now he's off with the Denver Broncos because the Denver Broncos are putting together something special over there, right? That's what I said. And boy, was I wrong. Because no one expected, literally no one expected Russell Wilson to have the drop-off that he had. Nobody saw that coming. And if you did say you saw that coming, you're a liar. You're a liar. So, you lose Randy Gregory. You lose Amari Cooper. Cedric Wilson is over there in Miami, right? Over there in Miami, not doing a darn thing, which I said he was not going to do. I said there's no way that he's going to go over there and be he's going to be a good wide receiver. All he did was get paid. I don't even know what his stats are over there. I don't even know him ever being on the field. Every time I'm watching when the Cowboys play, the later game and the Dolphins are playing the first game, of the 12 o'clock game, and I'm watching Red Zone, I never see Cedric Wilson anywhere near the field. Nothing. And I said this here. While everyone was saying, oh, we need Cedric. Oh, we're going to look bad because we don't got Cedric. What did I tell y'all? I said Cedric Wilson is a product of what's on the field. You have Zeke. You'll have Tony. You'll have Amari. You'll have Gallup when he was healthy. You'll have CD. You can't double all these people. So who do you leave open? Cedric Wilson, right? No brainer. And the people that sit there and say, oh, Dak elevated him. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Cedric took advantage of what was out there already. He's good enough to do that. But he's not good enough to get playing time over Waddle, over Tyreek Hill, and any of those guys. Not even close, which is why you don't even see him playing. So we lose Cedric Wilson. Connor Williams goes to Miami, right? All that stuff. Hold on. Let's. I'm gonna get to these comments in a bit. I see you, Rafi. I see you. I'll get to your comment in here in a bit. So, but before that, I'm gonna grab another beer. So while I'm getting another beer, which shouldn't take that long, here is a break from our sponsor.
Cowboys are always relevant in the NFC East. They're not relevant in the whole National Football League in a sense of how old are you again? I don't need to know. I see your face and listen, you got a beautiful face. That's not me being gay. I'm just not trying to tell you that.
Pause. You gotta say pause after that one.
That's our sponsor. And the fact that I'm my own sponsor. I hope. Hold on. Let's read this because I hold on. Salute to you, but I'm not feeling better because of my issues. That's all that I'm doing. Hey, man, I'm sorry that you're dealing with some issues. Prayers sent your way, bro. I'm going to have everyone here pray for you. I hope you do get better. I don't like to see you being down in the dumps, bro. I really don't. I like you when you're cheerful and you're in a good mood, homie. So, prayers your way, dog. But back to what I was saying. So, score. So, you lose Cedric Wilson. Connor Williams is gone. Who else did we lose? I think that's basically it that I can remember because that was such a long time ago. So, with that being said, there we go. So, with that being said, we're told that we have a horrible offseason. Now we go to the draft and we get made fun of, even though our own fan base, including myself, we're pissed off with the pick that we got. Tyler Williams. I mean, not Williams. Smith. Tyler Smith. And then our number 2 pick, Sam Williams. Right? And then Jalen Tolbert. And then you got Ridgeway. You got Jake Ferguson, Ridgeway, Jerron Bland, Damone Clark, and everyone, and including a lot of us, were like, I'm going to give this a B+. Or, to be honest with you, a lot of guys gave it a C-, D type of draft. I was in that C+, D, B area because Ferguson being one, Ridgeway being another one, which I'm still pissed off that we let him go. Sam Williams, I was high on, I was excited about just because let's face it, Sam Williams would have been a top 15 pick if he didn't have off the field issues. I'm going to tell you that right now. And you have heard me talk on Sam Williams. If he's had the same amount of snaps as Aiden Hutchinson has had, he would have like 3 or 4 more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson. So y'all know how I feel about that. But with the draft that we had, it was all over for Dallas. It was the only shining part for Dallas Cowboys, right? The only thing that we had going for us was Dak Prescott. Oh, and the defense, right? And I do that because in the offseason, no one said anything about our defense, right? Nothing. No one said, "Oh, well, if this defense does what it does last year, we can be in the thing." And nobody. So you go to the season, first game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kellen Moore play calling is ass. It's ass. We know it. You know it. I know it. It's ass. Dak Prescott gets hurt. Dak Prescott gets hurt and is ruled out, and we find out that he's going to be out for about 5 weeks. We're out for 5 weeks, people. As soon as that happened, the next day, everyone was talking, Cowboys are going to be a top 5 pick. Cowboys are going to have a top 5 pick. Dak Prescott is done. He's out. 5 games, nothing. What is up, Joey Shakes? How's it going, bro? Appreciate you for stopping on by and hanging out for a bit. But like I said, everyone, and you can say even kind of me, was saying, all right, cool, the season's done. It's whatever. I'm still gonna ride the season out and see what happens. No one saw coming what happened with Cooper Rush. 4-1. No one saw that. No one. And like I said, with all the offseason moves that we had, or lack of, and being told that we were going to be a lackluster team, and then Dak Prescott goes down, and the sky's falling, and we're a top 5 team. Now, when Cooper Rush did what he did, and now they want to start singing the praise of the defense, while Cooper Rush was there, when the media was not singing praise of the defense at all in the offseason, right? When we added pieces to the defense, no one was singing praise, even though the following year, the year before, we were number 1 in takeaways. We had Micah Parsons, excuse me, and we were a top 5 defense. And then going into this, no one was uttering or saying anything. And now we go back again and we look at what the Eagles did. A.J. Brown, right? They have a decent draft. Right? Yeah, Davis. I saw that coming a mile away. A mile away. I saw when he stayed on the board and was close to the Eagles drafting him, right? Two slots away. They traded up to get him. I saw that coming a mile away. Trade for A.J. Brown. You have Devontae Smith. You have Jalen Hurts, right? You have Dallas Goedert, who you know is an up-and-coming tight end. You knew this team was ready to win. Now, Dallas Cowboys looked like they were in the rebuild process. And what I'm getting at here, people, is you see the two different type of off seasons that is going on. The big question for everyone in the media for the Eagles was, and I don't know if it is anymore, but was Jalen Hurts. And I don't know if the complex is still there, because what you hear through the media, and this is where I'm getting to with the double standard, is 40 burger month. You want pickles, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, cheese, what you want. I want double cheese, double meat, and mayonnaise and bacon, American cheese, and I'm good. I'm good. Oh, and add some ketchup on there. But the question was Jalen Hurts, right? So now you start to see, okay, Jalen Hurts has the running game because he is the running back, right? And then you have Miles Sanders, who's been decent since he's been in the league. It's just a lot easier for him because of Jalen Hurts. And then you have A.J. Brown. You have Devontae Smith. It's what the Cowboys were last year. Now, I'm telling you, if Dak Prescott could run, or would run, not could, but would run, and do plays the way the Eagles call it up for Hurts, Dak Prescott could be unstoppable. I'm that guy that I don't like Dak. I don't want him as my quarterback because he has issues. But if he was able to do the things that Jalen does, and yeah, I'm saying it, and I don't care. And because we've been calling for Dak to do this sort of thing for the longest time. If he would just run the football when it needs to be ran by him, instead of sitting back and going through progressions, go pick up the first down, we would love it so much. It'd be amazing. But The Eagles made moves, the Cowboys didn't. The Eagles are ready to win now. The Cowboys were not ready to win now. But us being, me knowing what this team was, and I was saying it 12-5. That was my prediction for the Cowboys, 12-5. I knew we were ready to win, but the media says we weren't because of our offseason. What we lost, how bad our draft was, because our draft wasn't bad. It was fairly decent. Without Hurts, the Eagles have no run game. No, exactly. That's why I make fun of Hurts. He's the best running back in the division. Straight up is the best running back in the division. But what I'm getting at, Joey, is the double standard between the two set by the media. Because I listened to some of the media on the game when y'all played the Colts. And it was, and I watched the game. I literally watched the game. And y'all could not score a touchdown until halfway through the fourth quarter. You find a way to win, which is the name of the game. Don't care how you do it as long as you win, right? How does the old saying go? It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. It does not matter. But we all know that there are variables taken. We know the type of stances there are. But when it comes to the media, they want to sit there and portray the Eagles. Oh, the Eagles, this is a great win. They found a way to win. Jalen Hurts looked bad. The defense looked bad. The offense looked bad. The yada, yada, yada. Oh, but they won by a point. And this shows that they show that they are proven through adversity because they found a way to win. And it's such a great win for them. That is a lot of what the media is saying about the Eagles when they beat the Colts. The GM designates where the team is going. Eagles have a top 5 pick as of now. If the Eagles draft right, could be a good team for a long time. We'll see for the rest of the year. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are in that ready to win now. Straight up, I know the Cowboys weren't. You knew or you thought the Cowboys were in a rebuild type of year. There's no way everyone had the Cowboys at the bottom of the barrel, behind Washington, behind New York. They had us down there. It was an Eagles-New York race. Maybe Washington was mixed in there somewhere, but it was a Eagles and any other team but the Cowboys race. So New York or Washington. That's what it was. No one saw the Cowboys doing what they did, especially when Dak Prescott went down. Myself included, because I said, and you can go back and look, I said, because we were 0-1, Dak wasn't coming back until week 6, or after week 6 or week 7. So we had 5 games. I said, if Cooper Rush can get us 1, maybe 2 wins, so we would be through 6, if we would be 3-3 or 2-4 at that time, going into that Lions game, when Dak Prescott would come back, I would have been good with it. I would have been straight with it because I knew the way the rest of the season looked. We're still making a wild card. We're still being a top team. And go back and look, because I said this over and over and over. But I want to get back to the double standard thing with the media. Because when you look at the Cowboys game and when they played the Colts, what was going on with the Colts? I want this to be like 2018. Dak throws CD Lamb a game-winning touchdown to win the game in OT. I don't want it to go to OT. Oh, wait, what? 2018. CD wasn't even on the team in 2018. CD Lamb was drafted in 2020, was he not? Anyway. Sorry, I'm looking at a commercial of trucks because I want a truck so bad. But when it comes to the Cowboys and what's going on right now and the way they beat, so we're on that Cowboy Colts game right now. That's the most recent one. What happened during that Cowboys Colts game? Or not during, but was it before? Yeah, it was before because the Colts and Cowboys were Sunday night. Oh, that's right. The Eagles beat the Tennessee Titans 35-10. Straight mauling. I'm going to give them that. It was a straight mauling. They destroyed the Colts. I mean, not the Colts. They destroyed Tennessee. You fast forward a couple hours, and then you got the Colts and the Cowboys. Game starts. Colts look like, I'm not kidding you. I was there. I wasn't there, but I was watching the game, and I was like, look, there it is. There it is. Colts are going to give us a tough game. It's going to happen. It's not going to be a blowout the way guys think it is. And I knew this, and I was saying it all week. The Cowboys are going to get in the way of themselves. It's going to happen. And lo and behold, I was correct through 3 quarters. Because after 3 quarters, you saw the onslaught of what happened. You saw the fumble recovery taken back by Malik Hooker. You saw the interception by Malik Hooker. You saw the 2 interceptions by Deron Bland. You saw the fumble recovery, the sack fumble by I forgot who it was, but Sam Williams picked it up. 5 turnovers in one quarter. 33 points. And that's what I'm getting at, guys. 5 turnovers that the defense forced to let Dak Prescott manage the game to go down there and score more points. There was only 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown. Nothing else was scored on the defense. They just did what they needed to do to give the offense more opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, running the football to try to just kill the clock and then scoring, that's not running up the score. But guess what? Y'all want to know what's funny? Y'all want to know what's hilarious? After that game, fast forward 10, 12, 15 hours, whatever it is. And what are you hearing from the media? Oh, it was just the Colts. Oh, did you see what happened with the Cowboys? They were getting their butts handed to them. 21-9. They were winning 21-19 against the Colts. Oh, it was just the Colts against the Eagles. Against the Cowboys. They should have been blowing this team out. The media that says that we had a horrible offseason, the media that says that we're not even supposed to be where we're at, is now saying that, oh, it's just the Colts. You should beat them. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Oh, but when you want to praise the Eagles, you want to say the Eagles are doing this. The Eagles made this trade. The Eagles made that. The Eagles are number 1 and here, there, and the third. But, oh, the Eagles cannot score a touchdown until middle of the 4th quarter against the Colts. But then they finally find a way to win, and guess what happens? What do they say? Oh, they'll sit there and say, oh, this team is now battle tested. This team fights through adversity. Oh, this was such a great win for this team because they found a way to win. But yet, when it comes to the Cowboys, the Colts gave them that was some dumb stuff that I heard. And those aren't the words I want to use, but that's some dumb stuff that I heard from some people in the media. He wears when he was an Eagle, he wore number 25. And I despised him. Not because he was good, not even close to being good. It's just because he was an Eagle. I did not like him. Some takes that are being said. I think they have that narrative on the Eagles because they have been down in a few games and can win because of being behind in games. And really, it's just the record. Well, like I'm saying, Joey, the Cowboys aren't even supposed to be here according to the media. But since they are here, we need to be blowing teams out like the Colts consistently. We should not be struggling against them. But when it comes to y'all, the Eagles had y'all. The only spot on y'all again for your team was Jalen Hurts, and since he's proven himself in the media's eyes, there should be no shade whatsoever. But when y'all struggle like y'all did against the Colts, it's y'all found a way to win. This is such a good team. Now y'all are battle tested. But when it comes to the Cowboys, 21-19 going into the fourth quarter, in the blink of an eye, it's 50. It was 54 or whatever it was to 19. And now media saying, "Oh, it's just the Colts." But against the Eagles, it was this team has a good roster. This team is this team is that. You realize after we blow out a team, it's close, win or lose the following week, the opponent we blew out the week before. Yeah. This is the first year the Eagles are actually praised. The Cowboys are always praised. I get it. The Cowboys are praised every single year, but you know what I think about that crap. You know what I think about that crap. Because I'm not one of these people that sit here and say these guys, and I legitimately ignore that stuff because it's never been a situation to where the Cowboys, as what the media say, aren't supposed to be here because of our offseason and what we did, right? We're not even supposed to be close to this, but since we are, and we play bad when we play bad teams, we struggle the way y'all did, and then we blow them out. When that happens, it's just a bad team. But when y'all play them, it's this team's good. This team has fought through adversity. They played. I mean, their record doesn't reflect how they actually are. All the narrative crap that they spew. I get it. It's the first year that this is going on. But when it's like that for the Cowboys, I either ignore it or when they try to compare the two, whether it's the Cowboys in Washington, the Cowboys in New York, the Cowboys in Philly, whenever they compare, whatever, you should know last year I kept saying, not all wins are created equal. We're going to get blown out. Nothing's going to happen. We're not going anywhere this year, right? Talking about last year. We're not going nowhere. I was dubbed a hater. I was dubbed all kinds of stuff. But guess what? Daddy was correct. He was. So, guys, sad to say, it's time to come to an end. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. I had such a great time with y'all. until next time, which I'm gonna do live tomorrow. Latest.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ.